Morning everyone, Carol here from Carol's Crafty Ways. Hope you're all doing okay. Well, I'm still playing with the Lou Collins new release. I'm absolutely having loads of fun with it. So today I thought we would make this one. I really wanted to do the owl in white, so I've embossed this with white embossing powder. So let's go through what it is that we're going to use today. So we're going to use the wildlife stamps and we're going to use the owl. I'm going to use the leafy borders, but I'm going to use the circle one. I've already cut those out ready. We've got some distress oxides. I've got various different greens here. I'll decide as I'm doing it which greens I want to use. And then I've got some gathered twigs ink that I'm going to use. I've also got my Heart Lavinia stencil that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use a 7x7 craft card to mount it on. And then I've got my piece of brown, I can't remember what it's called. I'll put a link in. A piece of black and then a piece of white, because that's going to be mounted like that. And I've also got the Lou Collins sentiments paper pack. We'll choose the sentiment out of that. Okay, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to stamp the owl. I've already mounted it on the stamping platform ready. I'm just going to put that straight into the corner. I need to go over with my magic anti-static bag, and we've got wow embossing powder, wow embossing pad. This is the one I use. Okay, I'm going to stamp this. I might need to stamp it a couple of times to get it to catch, but I have got my press, which I shall use. I'm going to stamp that again. That's the beauty of stamping platforms. Just a little bit in the centre and at the top there. It'd be better if I stood up, but I'll knock the camera out the way if I do. I'm just going to go one more time quickly. That's great. Okay, let's pop that out the way. And then for the embossed powder, I'm using Wow Opaque Bright White Super Fine. Now to flick on the side there, and then just flick it. There we go. Put this back in the pot before it's all over the place. And then I'm just going to heat emboss this, but I'm going to try and go over it because I know that I had some comments about the heat gun being loud. So I'm sorry if the heat gun's loud. I can't turn the heat gun down. Then to colour it in, I'm using my Derwent Inktense. I just love these. They give a really great colour. We want to get some browns out of here. I'm going to get various different colour browns, light and dark. Trying to see if that's brown or black. That's bark. That's okay. Okay. Now I'm not using water with these. I'm literally going to take the lightish one. Let me see what that looks like. The lightish one. And I'm just gonna go in between the white where we can still see the craft card, and just give that some colour. Don't worry about going onto the white embossing powder. And just colour those bits of the buff. That's the colour of the card, buff. And just to go in all of those areas where you can see the card showing through. We'll come back to the branch in a minute. And just pick up around those and down the sides here, because there are some little bits down here. Owl stamps are one of my favourite. I just love them. Got quite a few of them. I love the Lavinia ones as well. But I just felt I wanted to do, I'm going to just go over here. These are his claws. Then I'm going to pick a darker one. Willow I've got. And just come in and highlight some areas in the willow. Just at the bottom. So you get in sort of a two-tone. Click onto the radio in the background. Sorry about that. Just let me knock that off. I have got the radio on today. I don't know, today it just seems a really, really quiet day today. And I've no idea why. The dogs are really quiet as well today. And I'm going to go in with this light one to do the branch. As I say, it really doesn't matter about going over the white. And then I got a really dark one out, didn't I, this one? To catch some of those flecks at the top. Just really trying to shade around. Just emphasise his beak there. And it's up to you when you feel that you want to stop, when you feel that you've got enough brown. You can always go back to it. And I'm going to stop there. And what I did do is I took, not a Sharpie, I've got one somewhere, is it over here? I've got it there. A black gel pen, just to do these dots in the eyes there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I think this is the Love Art stencil from Lavinia, and my gathered twigs. And I really just want, put these pencils out the way, and bring my board in, my blending board. And I really just want a very light, I think on my sample card I maybe went a bit too heavy. So let's just take the ink onto here, get most of it off. And I'm just going to go around missing the stamped image and just lift it and see whether you want to go in a bit darker or not. You're just stenciling around the image really. And just keep lifting it until you feel you're happy with the depth of colour. It's entirely up to you how much depth you want. Am I happy with that? I'll pop that to one side and clean it later. Okay, just put that to one side. I'm going to bring my board in. Just clean that up. I'm going to do a bit of smooching now with these. So I'm going to leave one white. And I'm first of all going to take Shabby Shutters. No, Bundled Sage. I'm going to go with Bundled Sage. And I'll put some on my mat. And spray. And then I'm just going to dip this in. Just dip the wreath in. Clean that off. And I'm just going to dry it. Again, I'll try and step away from the gun. And I'm going to take Mowed Lawn, do exactly the same. And I'm going to get some Mowed Lawn on. Not all over, just in parts. That off. Dry it. Now I'm going to take a little stencil brush, add one out, there we go, and I'm going to take Forest Moss, and I just want to give a bit of shade into the end of these leaves, around the edges. You don't need to be super accurate or careful, you're just giving them a bit of a shade. And you don't have to do them all, you can miss some. Just catch the ends with that very small stencil brush. So tomorrow I get my Lavinia, which I can't wait to start playing with. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some gilding polish and put a bit of gold gilding polish, just a little bit on the end of my finger, and just randomly catch the edge of those leaves again where we've gone over. I just want to give it a bit of a gold finish. And that's our leaf vine. Now I'm going to pop this onto the white one. I just want to get these bits out that haven't come out yet. to come out. Tweezers. Okay. Just turn that over. Just going to take my Sizzix glue that I had earlier. Here it is. Well, let me just pick that up so I don't want the dogs to get a pin. Okay. I'm going to turn this over. I have ordered one of those precision glue guns, but it hasn't arrived yet. I'm looking forward to using that. I hate having to clean out the end of my glue all the time because it's clogged up. I've looked at the reviews and apparently it won't clog up. So I remain optimistic until I've received it and had a go. See, this don't seem to want to come out very well today. Let's go to good old. There we go. Okay, right, now I've got to line this up. And what I want to do is have a little bit of the white showing on the leaves. Not much. I'm just going to go around and maneuver to make that happen. Let me just check I'm happy with that. Just lift it up here. Get less white showing over this end. That's it. Takes a little manoeuvring, but that's it. I'm happy with that. Just get some more glue under that bit. I think I need to take the metal tip off this and clean it all up. Okay, so before we pop that on, I'm going to just mount this onto the black and white. Okay. Now, in terms of the size, I should have mentioned, I've gone on the wrong way around. Let's try it that way. In terms of size, I have cut the buff card 14 by 14, the black 14.5 by 14.5, and the white 15 by 15. Put this on the white. That can then go onto the top of here, like that. Then we're going to seat this on, and it's up to you. I wanted to try and get as much of the branching as I can, and just have, so I'm just gonna play about until I, there, kind of like it there, but I've got to remember it's then. Okay. Fabric glue. Down. Then we're going to take one of the sentiments. Just get some glue in that corner. Choose the sentiment. Okay. I've got some here. Is there anything on here? Celebrate in style. Let's have celebrate in style. Okay, those up there. And then I'm just going to mount that on a piece of white. I got my Tim Holtz little mini one. I had other creative Vanson or something, but I really couldn't get on with it. So I purchased this one. More of that. Oops. Trim that up a bit. Okay, and then I think on this one I'm going to pop this one at the bottom here. And I'm just going to pop it glue on this end because it then's going to stand a little proud there. And there we go. That is your snowy white owl. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. If I could ask you to like and subscribe, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Speak to you all soon. Bye.